we've spoken about these muscles till the cows come home, but they're so thick and they're so deep into the body, and they do so much that to hit them and to release them, you've got to get a bit of elbow grease into there, and you've got to actually be able to sustain these planks to actually melt through the layers to get the change. And that's the feeling that I had. I just wanted someone to just pin in here and then just melt it. So this is how we get into the adductor magnus and all those muscles underneath that sit bone.
That little pivot.
Hello everybody, Aaron and Jason here from MMT, and today I'm going to show you a massage or bodywork session for an athlete with lactic acid. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm going through this right now. Ninja and I have really boosted our training ahead of our NFL athletes coming out here in July. And so for the next 3 months, we're basically working towards getting as fit as possible. So we've pretty much tripled our sprinting load in our week. And we've been probably doing it 3 weeks now, but the first 2 weeks, when I was doing my speed endurance reps, the 150 meter ones, at the end of each rep, I was getting this just wicked pressure feeling in my upper hamstring, lower glute, and adductor region. And it felt like literally I had like a compartment syndrome or something, which is like just this crazy amount of pressure within the muscle underneath the skin. And each time I would do a rep, it would get to the point where it was almost like this terrible restless legs, like just pressure feeling that was just inescapable. And what's happened over the last 2 weeks as I've gotten fitter and I've gotten more bodywork sessions in this region, it's become way, way less. So what we're going to do today is, if this relates to you, especially in this like lower glute, upper hamstring region, I'm going to show you how I would want to be treated when I had this feeling. I'm going to do it on Jace, okay?
Oh, how lucky.
So I've got Jace out in the sun here. How good's this?
Oh, working my tan.
Working his tan. And we're just starting with, a pin of the hamstring here. So I just started with the heel of my palm right up high into the hamstring tendon.
Is that the heel of your palm?
That's the heel of my palm.
That was elbow.
But it feels pretty deep, does it?
That's good, yeah.
Big boy.
Big boy.
I put on some weight, by the way, guys. If you didn't know, I've been bulking for the last probably 18 months now. So I put on 10 kilos in the last probably 12. So that explains the winter coat.
But then you've lost a bit now.
And now I've lost a bit because I'm getting fit the last 3 weeks. So now my palm feels like an elbow, which is good.
That's good.
But I just felt like I wanted this slow release out of here, like just basically pin up into that tendon and then scoop it down like that. And then we can show you with the elbow now too, the elbow variation. So find that tendon right in there and then just sink down into it right there. Let Jace just assimilate. And this is where I just felt like there was just this pressure, just this crazy amount of like a valve just needed to be released, but it just felt like someone had to do this on me and then just let it melt out. So yeah, I just had this feeling that I wanted to park here and then just start to slowly scoop it down the hamstring. So yeah, if you come through, come down here, there, probably good angles, like just from there, just seeing how I'm right up onto that sit bone and I'm just very slowly scooping it down, taking it down, going at the rate the lactic acid, the tissue can handle it. How's it feel for you there, Jace?
Oh, it feels so good. It's deep, but it's connected. It's just a constant, the pressure's the same, so there's no like surprise, like, oh, okay, that's really sharp. Like if you go too fast, sometimes even though the pressure's the same, like you come up to really hot spots, but because you're going slow, even if you come up to a spot that's a little bit tighter, it still sort of like disperses before you get to the crescendo, I guess.
Yeah. We call it the plow, don't we? It's like this thing that you feel is imminent, this pending doom, but then it never comes because it just gets slowly plowed out. Feels like something's coming up there though, Jace.
Yeah, it does, but it hasn't sort of eventuated, I guess.
Hasn't come.
Like you said, it sort of plows it out before you even get there.
And welcome back. We had a couple of camera difficulties there, but we're back. So I finished that stroke up there. And then we change elbows sometimes when we're doing this kind of work here, because if we want to target more up into the adductor magnus and not do a scoop, you can use this elbow because it accesses stuff a little bit differently. So you still just rest your palm there and just kind of go over the hamstring so you know where the magnus is going to be. And then we can just slowly bear in here. Bit of stuff there, Jace.
Bit of stuff in there, yep. I think that's last night's lift club.
That's last night's lift club there.
Yeah.
But this is what I felt with me. It was just this like, I couldn't figure out what stretch to do because it was a mixture of like hamstring, glute and adductor magnus. Like I was doing back rolls, trying to pull my knees towards my chest. It just felt like this whole entire crease under the gluteal fold was just, it was an amazing feeling. If anyone knows that feeling of when you've done like a long distance exercise and you've got that pressure feeling, yeah, let me know in the comments because this is what I feel like you need. And we've spoken about these muscles till the cows come home, but they're so thick and they're so deep into the body and they do so much that to hit them and to release them, you've got to get a bit of elbow grease into there and you've got to actually be able to sustain these planks to actually melt through the layers to get the change. And that's the feeling that I had. I just wanted someone to just pin in here and then just melt it. So this is how we get into the adductor magnus and all those muscles underneath that sit bone.
That little
so,
pivot.
well, once we've sunk in there, you can do these little kind of pulses and shakes without losing connection because it just helps you find different little areas there. And you can see me there. I just did a bit of a pin into the sit bone and then scooped the bastard out.
More that way.
And that's a good one there for Jace right in here. You right, brother?
Yeah, it's good.
It's good?
It's good.
So yeah, this is what just you need when you want to fix these areas. And yeah, this is Bodywork. This is the real stuff. And yeah, if you're skimming across the top of these things and you're not actually hooking in, your results are going to be limited. So that's what we're really passionate about, is teaching body workers how to get the job done. So that's what I felt like I needed. So to help the fella out, I'm just going to even him up though, you guys.
You do the other side.
I'll do the other side. I've got to be nice. So look at this. Whoop.
Oh!
Wedgie.
Wow.
Oh, cover you up, Jace.
Yeah,
Come on.
yeah. Make sure there's no slippage.
So pretty simple treatment, guys. For lactic acid or anyone with a high hamstring issue, use the palm first, the pizzy form. Start under that gluteal fold and then just hook into this hamstring here and then just slowly melt down. Does that feel like a palm again, Jace, or an elbow?
It feels palm now that I know.
Feels more palmy now, does it? Yeah. But the depth still feels like it could be an elbow.
Still feels like it could be someone's broad elbow, yeah.
Yeah, so that's what happens when you do body work for a long time. You can make your tools feel really heavy when you're strong enough. So yeah, the palm's a really nice way to start things off with the hamstring because they aren't too sharp, like Jay said. So this is kind of the sequence that you can follow whenever you do your high hamstring stuff, is start with the double palm here, melt the region up, then basically opt for either elbow. One's going to be a scoop away from the sit bone and one's going to be more of a spear going up into the adductor magnus. Just exploring. Remember, as body workers, we're always just searching for solidification. What is an opportunity for me to do God's work by being thorough, being really intuitive and finding where that person needs to have the work performed. So yeah, we're probably talking in the context of like athletic performance with what I mentioned about why I did this video. But yeah, for people like Jace and myself who have done a lot of deadlifting, have done a lot of sprinting, our hamstrings are pretty strong and pretty robust and thick. So I guess the treatment needs to match that. You need to get in deep. You need to, pin that scar tissue. You need to be relentless on these spots to actually create the change for the person. So that's good there. Come out of that. Use my right elbow up onto the sit bone there, remember, and then just roll over until you find where you want to be sinking into, which I know is probably there.
Oh, that's way worse.
And this is the cool thing about doing both sides and being thorough. Like Jace thought we were done at one side, but we go over to the right and it's freaking money. Who knows if this might have festered into something or has been a bit of a handbrake on Jace for a little bit.
Oh, geez, imagine that. If I could sprint a lot faster.
You all right, Jace?
Yeah, it's good.
Just feels like it needs it really bad, does it?
Feels like it needs it, yep. Just a solid elbow. Bit of point about it.
You good?
It's good, it's releasing. A few twitches, it feels like.
It feels like it's just melted a little bit on my end too.
Yeah.
And this is the thing, if I'd rushed that process, I would have robbed Jace of this experience of letting go. allowing me in, having that trust to let me get to that deeper spot where we can start to work together to do the healing that's necessary. So now that he's let go, I feel like I could almost, you know, just lean this way a little bit to affect a bit of a scoop going down the hamstring.
Yeah.
And I might just naturally just blunten my elbow a little bit so it's not so brutal on Jace as I start my journey down. But now we've,
Oh.
yeah, no, I feel like if I
Hook under.
angle back
Yeah,
into
that angle
there,
there,
that's it
got
there.
more on it.
Yeah, I've got to just position myself a little bit differently here, yeah. You okay, brother?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Oh, it'll have me recovering.
Just take a big deep breath there, man. That's it. And try and let the glute go. Good, brother. Good, man. Just going to stand up and shuffle here. There we go.
Oh.
Just a little change up.
Oh.
Ready for this, Jace?
Oh, what was that? Just felt like a little twist.
That was the old corkscrew.
Yeah, it felt like that. Oh, felt like I screwed it in.
Just got this feeling that I've got to go more into...
Oh, it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling.
Oh, what a feeling.
Oh, Toyota.
Toyota.
Oh.
There's the Camry in here, Jace. One more big deep breath, bro. And let it all go, man.
Oh.
One more. There we go, man. We're through it.
Oh, it's better.
Beautiful, man. Look at that. That was awesome.
Oh, how good.
So last one, remember that was the first scoop. Remember we want to also get up into the adductor magnus a little bit more, which is going to be a little bit more in this region here. So we rest the elbow there. And what that does, that 10% pressure just gives me an idea of how Jason's going to go with this. Like if you go in all guns blazing here, it's just pretty full on, but I can tell there. So I can either hook going sideways into that there. I reckon there's gold there, isn't there, Jace?
Pretty deep, yeah. Like it's a deep feeling of pain. Like it doesn't feel like you're actually pushing that deep, but it feels like it's fairly in there.
Feels like it's fairly in there. But yeah, if I go over it there and then straight down into it there.
Oh, that feels more like, I don't know, a superficial pain.
Yeah, okay. Bit more tendon or something like that, is it? Yeah.
Well,
which one feels more therapeutic to you, the first one or the second one?
Oh, that one's got a fair bit going on. That one's actually referring down the medial, like lower hamstring tendon, the back of the knee.
Bit of a trigger point.
Yeah. They're a bit of a different sensation. That one was a bit sharper and more, felt pointier. The other one felt a bit more just deep and dull.
Yeah.
But
well, let's just clean this area out. So you can see me I'm still pinning the same depth, but I'm just corkscrewing my pressure, so I'm just be able to hit different aspects of the tissues. And that corkscrewing or that screwing in like this is just picking up different friction points in the tissue that's going to be hydrating these different little layers of the fascia and of the muscle itself. Because you got to remember, you got the hamstrings here, you got the adductors, you got the glute. Like, they're all fused together, even though they're individual muscles, that they do have like connection points where, you know, it becomes another muscle from another muscle. And so they can get stuck, those points. So sometimes bodywork is about just melting the layers of between the muscles, the individual muscles, and that's what helps the function return, because things can then slide over one another, they don't get clumped and things like that. So that's what I feel like I'm doing here with Jace, is just melting underneath this sit bone now. And similar to the second stroke, I feel like he's letting me in now.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm moving a little bit more.
Oh.
Definitely had more on this right side, Jace.
Yeah, definitely.
Surprising for you, or you kind of knew?
No, I didn't really know. No. I thought the left side might, because that's when I've previously had issues further down the chain, but...
Yeah.
Everyone's probably aware of my many calf issues. Been treated on this channel.
Couple more big deep breaths there, Jace. Big deep breath, and let it go. That's it, man. That's it. One more, man. And let it go, bro. Nice, and we'll slowly come out of there.
Oh.
So there you go, guys. If you've got lactic acid returning to training, or if you're an athlete and you do have issues with high hamstring and you feel like you need to find an edge or something that's going to take that handbrake off, this is the treatment that you need. So either book in at one of MMT's clinics in Melbourne, Richmond or Ferntree Gully, or check out our global directory of bodyworkers all over the world, because there might be someone local that can service you and get you right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.